Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Ladies.
No.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Numbers, we're down to new business, I believe. Motion to authorize the city manager to solicit bids to demolish the property located at 316 South 4th Street.
The property south of the fire station, we now own. The next order of business is to clear the property so we have a buildable lot. We have done an asbestos evaluation or analysis. The cost to remove what there is there is estimated at $8,800 for the asbestos.
316 South 4th Street?
I think that's the number that we were given.
It's a second street.
Second Street.
Or Second
That's
Street.
the address.
Should
not
be
a-
sec-
That would be my mistake.
Okay.
2nd Street.
No problem, Carter?
You're gonna be surprised the caterpillar
Are you
shows
rubbing
up.
off on him?
Apparently it's spreading, whatever.
Yeah, we may have to separate them next time.
Someone will come home from work or their house will be demolished.
This
Oh,
would
God,
not be
I
good.
hope not.
Some people take things
Okay.
literally.
Do we have the right address?
Of course, it doesn't say northeast, southeast, or southwest, or whatever. So
Yes.
It does 316 South 4th
we
Street.
take out 4 houses.
Eminent domain or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I promise it's the house adjacent to the fire station.
That the
blue
city
one.
does own at this point, so we won't tear down something we don't own. So I still haven't got a motion yet for this.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mike, second by
Second,
Dallenbach,
as long as it's the right one.
as long as we
As long
take down the
316
right
South
house.
2nd Street.
Second Street, thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Number 9, motion to proceed with an acceptable design plan and authorize the creation of plans and specifications for the construction of a new police station, council chambers, and potential city offices.
At the last meeting, I gave you the concept plan for the structure. What I'm asking for is your blessing on that general layout. I have met with the police department, the fire department, the fire chief. We've looked at different options. There's a little bit of tweaking, moving a wall here or there, but the general plan or the general layout from a staff perspective has been approved. But I told you when we started this process that the council was the decision maker. I'm asking for you to make recommendations, changes, modifications, or approve the plan and allow us to move ahead with the plans and specifications so we have a bid document. That is not a quick process. The development of the plans and specifications will take some time, but in essence, it's creating the bid documents that you would next have to approve.
One thing, Al, now, you feel that we can, this is I want to say, it's not going to cost the city because we can afford to pay for this project with what we're paying the county in rent now annually?
Based on, and I see Larry left, what we did is we took a look at the $52,000 a year that we're paying based on this year's rent to the county, which I did not calculate in the 5% annual increase that you've been experiencing in that number. But that's the number that we currently have is $52,000. That will generate $710,000 in bonding capacity. The estimated cost of this by the architect's estimate, which is just a generalized construction number based on construction costs in our area, is $708,000. So I don't want to oversell that. I've tried to match those numbers up as close as I can, but this is designed to be a cost-neutral project to the city. No new tax dollars going into it, using what we're already spending. And that's where that number's come from.
I kind of agree we need to do something with the police department because that is kind of a costly cubbyhole they have up there. But, you know, I do have a real problem moving City Hall over there, and that's really what we're doing here. And I think we're deceiving the public by doing that. We're stressing the point that it's the police department, which, again, I agree we need to do something there. And at first they was talking about moving this chamber over there. That's what you talked about. Well, when the plans come out everything's over there except the broom closet. And, I think it's deceiving the public a little bit if we just move everything over there. And not only that, I think it's wasting a lot of money with this. We have a $500,000 heater that we're utilizing. I hope everybody's comfortable tonight. And we're just gonna up and leave that for the office, or for the records. That you claim we're gonna put the records and stuff in here, and the police would have a place for inventory of certain items. So that's fine, but Doug Cook's gonna be the only one here. Doug's gonna utilize a $500,000 heater. I have a problem with that, I guess. And now we're just gonna junk that and go next door and start over again. And that project, if you don't think we got took on that deal, that project over there, the whole building with a heater in it is $700,000, and we spent $500,000 for this little project right here. That's ludicrous, just plain ludicrous. And to walk away from it's even more ludicrous.
Well, I want to be very cautious. The only thing that I'll take issue with you, Denny, is this is not designed to deceive the public in any way. As a matter of fact, what I've put in front of you and made sure that it's in public is the entire plan, what you have for potential. Now, it is built into 3 components, and that's the way we started it. Police station first, council chambers second, because that would make them ADA accessible. City offices third.
Right.
Now, when we talk about moving City Hall, I want to be very clear on what it is that's moving. If I take a look at City Hall, it's 4 offices. We're not moving an entire building, and so I don't want to overstate that. However, it is your, and we've had this conversation, the council's choice. I do not intend to take that away from you. I never have. I'm showing you what we can do with what we're already paying. That's the $52,000 that we're blessed with giving the county every year under our current arrangement.
I
So,
agree.
the building here will continue to be used because the fire department will use it. We can move the fire department out of the upstairs and onto this level here. The building inspector office will stay here. I don't think we're junking the HVAC system. I don't know where $500,000 came from, and I'm not going to be judgmental. I wasn't here. I was blessed to skip that one. So,
There were
what-
several people in here that voted for it, I know that.
well, the whatever it is that came about, I can't respond to that. I apologize, but we will continue to use it. The police department has been very understanding and accommodating in that we can use the space that we already have for secure evidence storage, for record storage. It's expensive to build storage space for this type of material in a new building. In an effort to keep the cost down, we're maximizing what we can do with the space that's here. And I think we have it.
Could put it on a little disc.
Well, not all of it fits.
I'd like to say something else. I think, Denny's probably got some good points, but I think just because we spent, $500,000 on a heating system or whatever, to not do something that's right because of that is not right. We have the opportunity to really make a big difference in our whole setup here. And maybe it was wrong. Maybe it was wrong to spend that money. I don't know. I wasn't here. I was at one of the council meetings when they did it. But just because we did it, I would never say that we should not do the right thing because of that. I don't know if I'm making myself clear.
Well, we should do
But
the
I,
right thing.
but I think we shouldn't hesitate to build something new that is really financially viable and makes sense just because we did something in the past.
And if,
That's my point.
And make City Hall ADA accessible,
Yeah,
which it
I mean, there's
currently
a
is
lot of
not.
things, there's a lot of benefits that we get by doing it. To avoid doing it because of what we did in the past, I think is wrong.
our motion is actually to proceed with acceptable design plan. I think that you'll have another motion when we do a final plan. You'll have input into that as to what goes in there and what. So this motion is just so that we can move forward because of the time
Yeah,
span
this
it
is
takes to
concept.
be able to
This is
get.
concept design, it's
design,
not
yes.
literally what we're gonna be approving.
Well,
And I have not got the motion or second yet on this, so motion from Dallenbach, seconded by, and then Brown, any further discussion?
I do want to point out, and to be fair to the council, there will be 3 distinct go, no-go decision points. This is the first. The next one will be on the plans and specifications and authorizing us to go out for bid. The most important one, if I'm sitting in your chair, is the third one, when you get the bids back and you have to decide whether or not it's acceptable and whether, do you want to award the contract and move ahead. But there are 3, and I do not want to deceive the public or the council or the staff, and at each step, you have that opportunity. So, just to be very clear, it's something that I take very seriously, both for your trust as well as the public's trust. And I think you'll find that those opportunities will be in front of you. You will not have, because I can't give it to you, nobody can, a solid cost until you get to the bid process. I can give you the estimates, the architect can talk all day long. I'm not gonna tell you what it'll cost until the bids come out. But that's the estimate that they have